Hello, Slimy Furtlers. We're back on the railway again, and here's the latest engine to join the fleet. We have here a Class 47, numbered 47805 in direct rail service delivery, and it's called John Scott. And as you can see, there's a date of birth and date of death there. That's because John Scott was a long-working, very well-respected engineer that worked for DRS, and when he died, they commemorated him by naming this engine after him. This engine's carried this name since I think about 2015. So a couple of years after he died, they named this engine after him. But yeah, we have the box here, which is just a standard Bachmann box. Nothing out of the ordinary there. You can see there. But the only thing out of the ordinary is this bit here. It says regional exclusive model. This is because this engine was only available via Bachmann dealers in certain parts of the country, and in this case, this one was the north of Britain. Which on the announcement for this, when it was announced in 2019, said North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, no South Yorkshire. Which I'm not quite sure why Bachmann would do that, because South Yorkshire is where Rails of Sheffield is, and Rails of Sheffield are one of the biggest sort of train model dealer shop whatevers in the country. So I don't know whether that was just a misprint, misspeak or whatever, but yeah. So so just the box there. There's a little accessory bag in there which contains the snowplow for the other end. The previous owner of this already fitted the snowplow, so that saved me a job. There's some other coupling bits, and there are some etched nameplates for you to replace the sticker, tampographs, whatever they are, on there. And also this comes weathered from the factory. As you can see, there's the black bits have been browned and dirtied up a bit, so that's great. Some people love weathering. I can take it or leave it. I don't particularly like it all that much. I like my stuff to look nice and clean and shiny. But yeah, so so how did I come to get this? Well, I was looking for a 47, and the only real options I seemed to find was a old, Hornby Lima tooling, which were quite old, and they have those horrible Ringfield motors inside them that I don't like. So they were the cheapest option, but not the best. Next was the Helljan 47, which has become notorious for being crap, to the point where basically once Secura Scale took over Helljan, they slashed the price of those down to 99 quid just to get rid of them, because of the general kind of poor quality, poor detail, poor build on them. I didn't particularly want one of those, but I thought if I don't find anything better, 100 quid, I'll give it a punt. And then the final choice was Bachmann's most recent iteration of the 47, which is basically the kind of same tooling as this, but with some extra bits in it, which are about 160 something quid. I didn't pay that much for this. I paid 65 quid, and I don't regret it. It's worth every penny. I actually asked Craig at Iron Horse Railways for his opinion on which one I should get, and he suggested Bachmann was the best out of the three choices that I said. And so I was going to buy the Bachmann one, but then I just came across this, and it's a Bachmann one, and it was a lot cheaper than buying brand new, so boop, here it is. Don't regret it whatsoever. Runs like a dream. It's nice and heavy, and it's very, very nice details on it. And we've got sprung buffers here, which metal sprung buffers as well, not plastic, which are a big deal for some people, but not so much for me. We've got lights and everything. Obviously, it's digital, well, DCC ready, but it can stay DCC ready for all I care, because it's like I said, I'm not bothered about digital, not at the minute, and probably not for a long time. So as you can see there, I've got my little Dapol Class 73 Fragon set on the other line for a little while, because I've hooked it up to the Fragon sets train, which is 17 wagons at the moment. Was was it 17 or 16? I know it's one less than what it was this morning, because I also picked up this as well, which is a Bachmann VGA sliding wall van, although it isn't a sliding wall van at all, is it, Bachmann? Because it doesn't open. It's just a wagon. It's the doors don't open, which is a bit naughty to call it a sliding wall van and not put doors don't actually open on it. Very naughty. Was quite disappointed when that came, but it was on here in between these two, and pulled them. It goes fine. It's just that I was expecting a one where I could open the doors, and it didn't open, so not happy about that, but never mind. But yeah, I've put this on here. It's a very good motor. Both bogies are driven, and both bogies do pick up. Although it's not all wheels driven, I don't think, but it does have a motor in the middle with a drive shaft driving both bogies, which is a really good way of doing it. It also has flywheels, so you get the what they call it when you go over the points. The flywheels give it that little extra kick just in case power drops off. What we got up here? We've got fan blades. Do they spin? I don't know. I haven't noticed them spinning. Maybe they spin on digital. Maybe they're just there for decoration. Don't know. But it's like I say, it'll be a long time before I find out if they spin on digital, because I don't care about digital. I don't want to have to spend another, I don't know, probably best part of 300 quid just to get a digital thing and a what they call it, and something with buttons to press on it. Yeah, so we do have lights, like I say. I can't really show you because as soon as I go to show you, not having a rolling road means that the train wants to drive off. But yeah, we do have cabs lit at both ends. We do have some pale yellow lights at these smaller ones. There are the pale yellow lights. In the middle there we have a pure white light. And at the other end, the pale yellow lights become red lights, and then obviously if you send it backwards, the lights swap ends, so you get the pale yellow and white at this end and the red at the other. It's very nice. It's, like I say, very powerful. So we'll give it some juice, and off it goes. And this is only 30%, and it's already showing that it's more powerful than the Fregan set. So, has the 47 replaced the 73 as my favourite? Ooh, I'm not gonna commit to that one, but as we can see there, the thing goes, and we've got lights. If I shut this light off, shut this light off, we can see there. Look, there's the cab lights. There are switches underneath for you to change the change how the lights go. You can have them on, you can have them off. I've just left them on at the moment just to show there, but yeah. So yeah, we've got the things there. Look, it's pulling this off, no trouble. Slowing down on this corner, but then again, just about everything slows down when it goes on the corner. Well, this doesn't, because it's a shorter wheelbase. But yeah, as you can see there, yeah, the pale yellow lights are the head code box. And you can just sort of see the red lights at the back there. Weird that it slows down going around this corner, but not on this corner, and it's third radius, so it shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, but it's nice and quiet. It's not making any noises. It's lovely. But alas, as soon as I finish this video, it's going to have to go back in its box and get packed up with all the other stuff that's up there, because, like I say, supposed to be moving, although there's been a few problems with that concept recently that's kind of put a bit of a kibosh on that for the time being, but something will have to get sorted out, because we're having so many problems with this house. It's so many problems with the house, so many problems going off behind the scenes, that it's now become inevitable that we've got to move whether we want to or not. Not my fault. Nothing that's gone off is my fault, but yeah, I'm ready for abandoning this place. But yeah, so anyways, there we go. We'll just let her go around again, and when she comes back around this corner, I'm surprised the cat controller hasn't come for a nosy, but yeah, so there we are. Bachmann Class 47 in DRS livery. Really nice, especially for the price I paid for it.